So Stanley, I'm sure you must have been following the situation in Hong Kong, which is getting more and more critical, with the almost daily demonstrations by the pro-democracy activists. So watching the situation from Bangkok, so how do you see things in that part of the China unfolding? How do you think it's going to develop, and if possible, how do you predict this will end?
I think it's a very complicated case, and we do feel very, very sorry about that, right? I think Hong Kong is a pearl in the Asia, right? And especially it's a very critical, very important economic area in part of China, in this region, right? And I think whatever Thailand will also have a lot of this kind of case. So I believe in communication, and they should sit down and discuss. And all the way bring people to the street, I think is a last choice. Because whenever you bring the people demonstrate in the street, it's very difficult for you to see that who is who, and very difficult to control. Right?
You describe Hong Kong as a pearl of this part of the world, right?
Yes.
Being a financial hub for decades. But there are people who believe that Hong Kong, in the eyes of the Chinese communist leadership, may not be as important as it used to be. So it may be willing to sacrifice Hong Kong by using force to break up the demonstrations with the view of safeguarding the one country, two system, policy. So you foresee the possibility of the Chinese leadership ordering the People's Liberation Armies to crack down on the demonstration?
I hope not. I hope that everybody have more patience and wisdom on the issue we are talking about, because the beauty of Hong Kong is safety and freedom, right? And then we can see the demonstration on the street is very difficult to control, right? When usually you have your clear voice, what you want will be good, but whenever the demonstration become violence, either any side started, and then the scene will become bigger, and then we'll lose the focus there, right? So personally, I think that Hong Kong is still the financial center, very important financial center for Asia, right? So how Hong Kong can keep its value there, how Hong Kong people can keep their future there, I think the Hong Kong people have to be more wisdom to solve this problem. So far, as long as if Hong Kong's demonstration, they don't have go up to very serious violence, I don't think the Chinese government will get involved with that, because they do have guarantee that they want to Hong Kong people managing Hong Kong, and give them the opportunity, guarantee that 50 years no change. But if any time when Hong Kong go on to violence, especially kind of violence, they try to break down some of the public transportation and or public building. When this kind of violence turn to become serious, and then anything can be happen in the future.
Of course, I'm sure you have friends and business connections in Hong Kong. So from the talks you have with these people, do many people start to have second thought about staying in Hong Kong, and maybe start thinking about moving their capital, moving the business elsewhere? Thailand, for example.
I think, of course, when all the rich people, they will not put everything in one box. They will have the risk management. So I'm not sure. Maybe today the strong Thai baht currency one thing affect by the Hong Kong situation too, right? So people they do planning, but the fundamental, I still believe fundamental Hong Kong are very strong, right? But if this kind of things you continue to keep there for a long time, people will be curious to see that what will be the next and what should they do, right? So I do hope that the Hong Kong government can resolve this problem as soon as possible, and also that the Hong Kong people have to know that if you continue to have this kind of demonstration of violence, and then the end of the day it just hurts Hong Kong.
Of course, your best case scenario is for both sides to sit down and talk it out, right? And what is your worst case scenario?
Okay, my worst case for China, I don't think it's a pearl for China. No one going to destroy whatever the good thing we snap. But if Hong Kong itself should still go on this conflict, I believe China will take some action to do some action. But I think not until the last moment, China will not send any force into Hong Kong to take care, unless they think that the security are happening there. Otherwise, I don't think they will send it that. But by Hong Kong itself, right? If the opposite party or current demonstrating party, they don't have the wisdom to find a way to discuss, right? And then they will lose the competition in Hong Kong. I know my friend wrote an article today. We really sit down and think about it. He said the Hong Kong for the world and the Hong Kong of China. So we have to understand it's before 97 and after 97. People had accepted today Hong Kong is part of China, right? So how you communicate, how you make a progress of Hong Kong, you to find out what will be your limitation and what the thing gradually you can achieve there. So I think everybody have to have more passion and more wisdom and to solve this problem, because a lot of foreigners are living in Hong Kong.
How do you read the sentiments among business people in Hong Kong? Of course, as you know, there even among the business community there, I mean, there seems to be a division of opinions. Some supporting the pro-democracy movement, right?
Yes.
And there are those who come out and say, well, we are pro-Beijing, we support the police. So,
like in the past, we all know when we go to Hong Kong, we only look 2-3 things, right? They are financial center, and they are very duty-free, right? And then there are a lot of trust there, right? So all these kind of things you can see. Whenever we talk about Hong Kong, the only thing don't put it there is politics situation, right?
That's right.
Today, if you want to turn a big economic and innovation and financial center into a politics center, and will lose the focus for Hong Kong.